And the city of Albuquerque does damage control after a bus driver's bad deed caught on tape gets national attention.
Good afternoon. The video shows the driver getting way too comfortable on the job. He was caught right in the middle of a sex act with a passenger. News 13's Chris McKee is in the Newsplex with more.
Kim, this driver spent more than a decade driving buses for ABQ Ride with no problems. Now he's out of a job for what he did in full view of security video he thought no one would see. We want to warn you, this video is graphic.
To most passengers, this man, Alex Gonzalez, was like any other Albuquerque city bus driver. But when the doors closed and Gonzalez's bus was empty at the station near Tramway in Montgomery, he walked to the back and sat with a woman. And that's when things got a little too private for a public bus.
An egregious violation of the rules.
This is surveillance video taken from Gonzalez's city bus. Video ABQ Ride spokesman Rick DeReyes says they never wanted to see.
The video shows him in a sex act with a person who apparently he did not collect a fare on, who was riding with him, and it was there in full view of all of the cameras.
The driver, Gonzalez, got oral sex from a woman he picked up earlier. It was an act that lasted several minutes, plenty of time for other people to see it. When he was done, it was back to the job. Listen to what he says.
Man, if I could do that, I could make $1 million.
He thought he was in the clear, but another person waiting for the stop saw it all happen. It was his complaint that got the driver in trouble.
The driver was fired on Friday, June 13th.
Gonzalez worked for ABQ Ride for 14 years.
The majority of our drivers, we believe, are very ethical people. We have reason to believe that this is obviously a very, very isolated sort of incident.
With the act now getting national attention, DeReyes says it's not good news, but ABQ Ride isn't worried about what this says about their agency.
For us to be tracking anything like that, it's out of our hands. All we can do is, when we're presented with a situation, is to begin the investigation as soon as possible.
Now, ABQ Ride says it already does spot checks on driver surveillance video to make sure they're following the rules. They say they're not looking into any changes of any policies because of this incident. Back to you, Kim.
Okay, thanks, Chris. Now, ABQ Ride first learned of the incident in early May. Shortly after, they do say Gonzalez was pulled from his route and they conducted an investigation. He was fired shortly afterwards. So far, they say he has not appealed his firing.